Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Farzana. I am an AI engineer, data scientist, and some other things that I do for a job and during my free time, mainly working in IT, applying AI into different fields. So I was currently learning Rust, and I noticed that my brain is actually boiling. I needed change of scenery, and I said, like, why not to come here and say some things to you guys. Um, while I was learning, and I started already having some, um, let's say, some ideas that were distracting me, and at the same time, I was like, oh my God, that's so cool that I work here. Um, that currently I'm just learning something and I have IT job working from home, and this was my actually dream 3 years ago. And yeah, so this is gonna be, I think, encouragement for people who are thinking about entering AI or something like that, or just let's say even start programming, right? Because we sometimes think that programming is very complicated and we're just, closing the doors before even trying to enter the field. So I would like you for the rest of the remaining time to encourage you to just do it. And I would like you to think about it this way. If you have some very strong emotion or very strong um, motivation to change your life, and somehow you think that IT is something that you should do, then you will achieve it, even if you have zero clue. In my situation, I had zero clue. I thought that I'm into languages. I speak 5 languages, and currently I'm pursuing maybe like sixth and seventh on my free time. I love it still, but I thought about myself, somebody who just loves learning languages. I would love to work with words, no formula, please, math, trauma, and stuff like that. I don't like doing this whole thing. But then I was working as a nurse. I was like, okay, this job is so complicated, and I loved traveling. And at that point, I was like, what can I do actually where I can travel and work at the same time? I'll be honest with you, currently, I'm not still yet there, like mainly working while traveling or so. Although I could, maybe there's some barrier, right? So, but nonetheless, the idea was like finding something where I can travel and I'm not stuck to one place, and I do something that I like. At that point, in 2019, there was some kind of AI boom or so. Like we had the first wave, and I was like, even it wasn't like AI boom per se, but there was something like people already started thinking about it, like self-driving cars, blah blah blah. And I started listening to a couple of podcasts, and they were talking about this AI thing, and I was like, what is this? I listened to those people because I had this will to talk to smart people and things like that. For example, I was talking to my smart patients. I loved talking about different subjects, asking about their lives and stuff like that. And I was listening to the couple of podcasts, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. What should I do like in order to be there in that podcast and talk to those people? That was my main motivation. I really wanted to do something like those people were. They were physicists, other people like super smart engineers and stuff. But for me, it was like, what should I do in order to be like in this kind of environment? So science never was my strength, never. I'm just curious by nature, and I don't like putting I don't like closing the doors for me, because I had so many restrictions in life, let's say, that I myself I learned how to give myself this, because there were so many barriers. Like, I'm done with those barriers. So now I'm adult, I can like reassure myself that starting something with 30, starting something with 40 is not nice. It's not bad. So I gave myself this allowance, and I started just like thriving, you know? And first thing I remember, first thing, when I had this thing, I started thinking, like, what do these AI people actually do? Like, there were some, like, they keep talking about some language, Python. They keep talking about some like models, some like, I don't know, deep learning, machine learning. I was like, what the hell is it? And I started Googling, and I started like looking into some like courses or so. Then my question was like, oh, I think this is like for men, like this is a man job, you know, like this is like what I'm gonna do, like can I actually manage that, what is this? And then I went immediately to Instagram. I found some girls who do this, and I was like really encouraged. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not the first one who was doing this, so there are people, there are girls. And you know, like, I have this habit, if I see something and I like it, but I know that there is some, like, I need to work on that, I need to do something, but then I let myself this to say that if somebody else achieved this, then this is possible to achieve. So if one human did it, then me as a second human, or some hundredth human, right? Hundredth human, right? I can also do that. Yeah, that was basically it. I was like, oh, okay, I have to do this. And while I was passing my exams for nurse, for this exam, nursing exam and stuff, and also working during, like, after I pursued it, I was so motivated. Like, I was so motivated. I wanted to do this. I thought, okay, if I want to enter into IT, I can go, instead of like nursing. Nursing is not an option for me anymore. Like, I'm done with it. So I have to start looking options. Then I thought IT sales would be an option for me, because I have a very like solid background in sales. I got even like a job in Silicon Valley, and I rejected it, and things like that. So yeah, and I was like, okay, so I'm still in the game. Don't have any degree, nothing, just like pure willing to succeed. Yeah, and this way I was like, okay, that's now the time. That's now the time to like change something in my life. And yeah, I went to pursue my bachelor's with 30 years. So yeah, that's a short story and an example of how you can deal with your own problems. Yeah, here you can see, like, as a summary, that if you have something that you really want to do, it doesn't have to be like IT or so, like you have just this willing to do something, no matter if it's like trendy, not trendy, whatever. If you put enough time into it, you can succeed. Like, that's 100%, because you as a person will have some different perception, different like way of doing things, you know. Like, if you think, okay, there are already so many things which are done in this field, and maybe I don't have to enter it even, like, or for example, AI boom is like now going down, and maybe like AI will kind of uh, uh, will be like, will I forgot the word, kind of take my place, and it doesn't matter, like, but we still need these kind of things, you know. Like, companies are not in the let's say, in a position to just work with copilots. We're gonna need some time for that, you know, like, and whatever. If you just like, you have this willing to learn something, even if you think that this is okay, this is not now the boom of it, or I cannot find the job like with that, don't think about it, just go and do this. And yeah, I took a risk, but I think I took a cute risk in IT, and I'm very happy of doing this. And I'm so happy that I'm like working from home, learning a lot. I think I know more than I think, and currently I'm learning Rust because I want to just have this regarding the programming language and regarding the programming. I learned Java at the university, and then I learned Python on my own, so I can use it for machine learning things. But on the other hand, I think I'm still missing some, you know, like some technical parts of programming. So now that I'm just like learning something beautiful like Rust, and make it like just pack all my knowledge on this, like I can be able to say like, yeah, I can program, not only like working with AI and with models or something like that, right? But I can also program. And the reason why I chose Rust, it's because like you can build standalone apps with that, and it's super fast. So yeah, it was motivational and semi-technical video. I hope you liked it. If you have some questions, please ask. And whatever you are thinking to achieve, put some effort, keep yourself motivating, and yeah, you'll definitely achieve that.